discuss with us the things that I just talked about. Then we're going to have a Q&A session for you. We'll have Patricia and Leilani in the audience with the microphones. This is your opportunity because women like this, you don't run into every day. And it's very hard to get to people of this level in the industry. So this is your opportunity to ask any questions you want. Don't ask where she got that dress though. I want to know that. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, and what we'll do is we'll just throw the question out to the panel, and please feel free to take all the time you want. We are in no rush today. We're just going to sit back, relax, and have a conversation among friends. Okay? So let's start off with, what made any of you go into a male-dominated field? Testosterone everywhere.
Anybody?
I'll take it.
There you go, Kiara.
Being that you guys heard that I come from a family with 7 brothers and 1 sister, I'm kind of comfortable when I'm in the room with all males. I kind of fell into this position. This is my 3rd career. Prior to that, I had my own teen magazine. And one day I went to a sales event for the Sacramento Kings, and I met the inside sales manager for the Oakland Raiders. They didn't think I was going to take the job because it was a part-time sales position. Brandy, you know, it was a part-time sales position, and I was making $7 an hour.
Wow.
So being that that was my 3rd career, I took it because I'm always up for a challenge. I gave myself a set of goals. I said in 3 months I'm going to be promoted to a full-time sales rep, and it only took 2 months. And that's because God's favor definitely shined on me. I'm not going to say it was all me, but I became a full-time sales rep. I gave myself another set of goals. I said in 5 months I'm going to be in management, and it took 3. So I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and a lot of hard work and just staying consistent.
All that luck, you should have bought a lotto ticket too.
I love that.
Yeah. What do you do when you bump heads with that ceiling?
We know there's a glass ceiling, ladies. Don't we?
Yeah, there's already a glass ceiling because you're women. And then there's another ceiling because you're women in a male-dominated business.
And then you're women of color.
Right.
So the barriers are there. Right?
And so, we don't have, do we have a female GM in any sport?
Baseball.
Baseball. Is that?
I think the Padres, San Diego Padres.
All right. So we can see right there. Okay. So we can see right there, there's a ceiling of some sort. So talk about that a little bit. Knowing that that is dominant in your field, how do you deal with that? What is your plan to deal with that as you continue to rise?
I take that head on, like straightforward. I think that we are a society of forward thinking, and so I think that that's the challenge every day. I think that the way that I benefit is because I realize that we are a forward thinking society. And so I wake up to CNN almost every morning. I turn on, Yahoo search almost every day. At some point I'm reading the daily news. At some point I'm looking at USA Today. It's just a part of me. It's my makeup. And every single day there's something that I capture, and I say, oh, I think Tim Jennings would be interested in this. Let me call him. Or Anquan Boldin would be interested in this. Let me call him. And so I really make it a point to really integrate everyone's smart thinking into my own smart thinking.
I like that.
And try to prosper from that.
So what I hear a lot, or you saying a lot, Bridget, is you're doing research, you're educating yourself and trying to understand what the market is that you're after, right? So ladies, any other comments? Any other examples you can share?
Well, I agree with Bridget as well, but my main focus are my clients. The glass ceiling is there, but it's not my agenda. My agenda is to work for my clients, and they know
like that too. A different, I like that, especially this is a beauty in having a panel because you get diverse perspectives and you're able to leverage off. I like that. You become your best cheerleader. So I like that. I like that. Networking is, and it's very key to my heart. It's very near and dear to my heart. We talked about networking, and especially with us as African American women. I'm a firm believer in we have to help each other. We have to reach out and help each other. So I want to ask you the question: how, if you can share with me, how you're helping another young woman of African American descent to do what you do? How are you impacting someone else's life? Anybody?
I run a summer program. So just in 2 days from now, I leave out to go to a small little city, Hoboken, Florida. And I work with high schoolers, and I talk with them about their dreams. I talk with them about their goals. Some of them are interested in what I do because I work with Antoine Bolden from the San Francisco 49ers. He's from a small town, Hoboken, Florida, and he empowers these kids like no one I've ever seen. And he always says, I gotta give Bridget the credit. So that's really nice of him to say that. But we have these amazing girls who are, in high school, not sure what they want to do, want to maybe go to college or go to trade school, and just aren't, quite sure. I think in my position in public relations, you really can do, your background can be in pretty much anything. I think the most important thing is that you have to be a communicator. You have to be open and not afraid to ask questions, to engage yourself with what's going on in society. And that's really about it, networking. That's really about it.
The other thing you ladies have all exhibited is courage, because it takes courage to do something that you haven't done before. And all of you, it seems like that was the case. You did something you hadn't done before. So you have to have courage to do things sometimes. Talk about that. Were you just born with courage? Did you develop courage? Did you watch The Wizard of Oz and like what was the lion who needed courage? I mean, where did you get your courage to step out into something that was unknown? I think I've stumped the panel.
I think for me, it first came from my parents, because they beat the odds, and I watched them beat the odds in things. My dad was an entrepreneur. He owned a grocery store. The grocery store wasn't always prosperous, and he had to deliver donuts in the mornings just to tell people, hey, I'm down the street, just come on by, I can keep delivering donuts, so you can come and get milk and cookies to go along with it, and I watched, I just really watched him take all of those necessary steps. My mom, she's from Mississippi. She took a chance to move out to East St. Louis and eventually meet my dad, and they formed the business together. So I think it started there. I went on to private schooling for a couple of years, and then I went on to Cal. I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois. I was a gymnast. Always had took private gymnastics classes, whatever I could, do, and eventually got a scholarship, which was difficult because I left, thousands of miles from home to move away. And at the time, that was really the only school that was talking to me other than a local school that I didn't really want to go to. And so, I took the chance. Okay, I guess I'm going to move thousands of miles away, because sometimes that's what it takes, right? It takes, you being open, right? Being very open. So I think the courage comes from just setting your goals, set your goals, and then start thinking about what's surrounding your life that's leading you to those goals. And just be very open about that.
Another very progressive young lady is Ailana Angel. She has a book coming out called Preseason Love, is that correct? Preseason Love. Its fiction is coming out on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Amazon Kindle, iTunes, Google Play. Come on up for a minute.
said before, I'm a Yana Angel, and I spent 6 years doing sports PR, sports entertainment PR at the NBA in New York. I actually left about a year ago this time to finish my novel and get it published, and by the grace of God, it worked out for me, and it's coming out in October on Sportsbar Books, which is Zane, you know, the steamy novelist Zane, is her publishing imprint, and I'm really excited about it. I definitely had my fair share of experiences working in the sports entertainment world, and I always knew that I wanted to write a story. I didn't know exactly what I wanted it to be, but one day it just kind of clicked, and I got the idea to just flesh it out and do it, and I did it. And it's about this sort of touches on the fact that you guys said, in the sports arena, I was the only African American woman in my department doing what I did, and I had no problem. I would be at arenas, I've traveled for finals and everything else, and I had no problem going to events looking like this, because this is me. So I'm not gonna dumb it down, but I'm also gonna be respectful of myself and everyone else. And this novel happens to be about the more scandalous side of things, in that the character, she has a great boyfriend, but she's emotionally conflicted and she doesn't know what to do. So when this professional athlete approaches her, she has a scandalous affair and drama ensues. So hopefully you'll be interested enough to pre-order it or pick it up. Either way, thank you so much.
My name is Jeanette. I'm the co-chair of the San Francisco NABFEME Network, and I'd like to introduce my core team. Arnett, which is the financial department. Claudette Otis is the membership coordinator. Stacy Miller and Jennifer Jones is our social media marketing and publicity. Stacy's right here. Jennifer's in the back. Patricia Turner is our fundraiser and sponsorship. Cynthia O'Neill is our event coordinator. And Denisha, can you please stand here? She's a strategic partnership. Oh, she's back there. Wait up, Denisha. We really thank you guys. This was a really, really nice event. This was our second one actually this year. Our first one was the vision board, which was really nice. It got a chance for us to get to know ourselves better and get to know each other better. We have an event coming up in October. A date hasn't been announced, but this is on African American and technology. So that is going to be big. So definitely keep your eyes open on the email. Of course, after that, the holidays rolls in. So we're going to have a holiday gathering, and all you guys are invited. We will be sending out an email on that, and we are planning for our 2015 events. So it's a lot coming up. So the website is www.nabfeme.org, NABFEME.org. So please go on the site, check out what's coming, not only in our region, but we have Philly, Detroit, Charlotte, North Carolina, we have New York, we have Atlanta, we have LA, we have Toronto, so we international.
Ain't no stopping us now. Okay, with that, we are going to have to close. First of all, thank you, ladies.
Yes, thank you.
We are so proud of you. We wish you much success, continued success, and know that we are all rooting for you. We're going to be watching you because we can Google you. And I'd like to thank NABFEME San Francisco. Let's give them a wide This was an excellent venue to do this, and we had a great turnout. We hope the objective here was for you to get some information, and then afterwards we'd like you to meet the ladies, and any questions that you might not have wanted to ask publicly, you can ask them. It's your opportunity to network, and that's what NABFEME is about, is making sure that you can network in industries where people aren't always accessible.